Hello, this is Josh from aRust.com, and I want to show you a preliminary 2-week tests that we've done in salt water with pieces of steel. And we have applied aRust to the right half and left an uncoated version on the left half, and then we painted it, we Kryloned it with simple white Krylon. And this is after a couple weeks. I want to show you the difference and just see what you think. Now, on the edges, that's really what matters, and I aRusted the edges. It's a little hard to see here, but you can see how nice that looks. Now look at that corner. The reason the corner's bad is because, and let's see what we can do on this desk, we dropped it. So nothing is perfect, but we dropped that. We've got good corners. See how good that is? I aRusted the edge. And then let's come over here. I've done my best to clean this with a watery, I've really done my best to try and clean this as much as possible. You've got some chips. The rust is still happening underneath here. We didn't drop it over there. Let's look at this end, and you tell me what you think. You've got a little bit of remnants of rust, and you've got this over here, right? I try to clean it all, and then you've got this, and I really, you can see some of the fibers. I've tried to clean it. The rust is happening. You're thinking, oh, there's other ways we could have scraped it down to metal, bare metal, white metal. Well, we didn't do that here, and this saved a lot of time. We also aRusted the middle here, and you can see a little bit of rust because we didn't paint that. So the active ingredient is doing its best in there, but essentially you can see if you just paint it and if you coat it with our aRust product. And this is after 2 weeks. We're putting her back in and we're letting it test, but we've emulated more than 2 weeks by putting it in salt water, pulling it out, putting it in ocean breeze, oxygen and salt, and oxygen and salt. Essentially, look, this is the untreated edge, and here's the treated edge. This is the same thing over here, basically, and you can essentially see the difference right there of what that looks like. Now, yeah, we've got a little, it's been sitting on other metal. We try and touch it to dissimilar metals to emulate rust and to create that rust, but you can see treated and untreated with our product. Once again, we dropped it and hit the tip. We've hit the edge, so over there it's not. Over there it's dropped, but that's gonna happen. And you can see the difference just in 2 weeks in that. Once again, I have done my very best to try and clean this stuff. And I'm even trying to, thinking, oh, I didn't clean it enough. And I've rubbed it really, really harshly. Now, when you look up here, you've got, there are imperfections of where I did not paint correctly, but still, do you have much rust? What's going on here? Well, this is some of that rust that's come over the top that stained the top of the paint because it's right next to other stuff. And you've got that over here as well. The problem is when that happens underneath. You can see right here, there's lots of issues here where it's growing underneath. It's coming up on the edges. So in the near future, when we shoot another video here, do you see the difference between coated and non-coated? It's pretty clear there. So that's what we're looking at here. These are our initial tests, and it's nice to put them side by side to show what will happen in a large capacity on a ship, on a bridge, or at your home, what aRust can do to protect it under saltwater conditions, which is the worst of the worst. Oxygen, saltwater, 2 weeks, and then we're going to continue to test this and show you the results. You can learn more at aRust.com. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much. Click the links below to learn more.